Alright, so I'm gonna put my factory intake back on. Okay, so I'm gonna put my factory intake back on. I've been having some problems with just like running rich and idle and all kinds of stuff like that. And I haven't made a video in a long time, so I'm gonna make one. It'll be fun. Don't forget, safety goggles. I wear gloves because I'm that guy. So once you got that off, right, just pop that guy off. Super easy. Try not to lose all your screws and stuff. This guy, I've already loosened it, but 8mm hex head on that, so just 8mm socket, take care of that. Seems like if you push it sort of down like this, get some light down in there, you can push the end of the cone filter into the hole there and then it'll pop out, but just like up through the top here. And then of course you can see that mine's like super squished down, which I think maybe is part of the problem I've been having, because this thing is filthy. I did not realize that, so I ordered another one of those. Maybe it's just that, but we'll try the whole thing just to see. Next thing, pop clip pliers. Get your pop clips in the box, don't lose them. I'll just yank this off. Just pull it straight out of there. Then I don't really remember what you do from here, but I'm pretty sure we loosen up all these bad boys. You got one there. You got, there should be two there, but mine broke off a while ago. It's probably my fault, so don't be like me. And then this guy, there's one way down in there. Get some light on it. And there you go, that guy. And I think that's it. Yeah, loosen all this stuff up. Try not to spill things down in here. I might stuff a rag in there. Alright, so those are all 10mm. So I'm going to use this 1/4 inch long guy and a wrench on one of them. And normally I would use like an impact or something, but it's kind of late. My son's sleeping and I don't feel like waking him up. So the socket doesn't fit on this one, of course. So just like a little loosen with this guy. Do the trick, and then I think I could probably just, by hand, loosen this. Of course, it's got a nut on the other side. My goodness. Threaded PEM inserts are just too future for this stuff, I guess. No big deal. Get this guy loose. Very nice. And then this one on here. You can't see it too well. So a nice long extension is nice. This one's probably like, I don't know, 16, 18 inches, something like that. Gotta have it. Alright, I pulled all those out. Now I think... Oh, forgot one. Leave it to me. I'm just really good at forgetting stuff. It's one of my finer qualities. At least I didn't start yanking on it. Alright, then I think, if I remember correctly, this took some finagling. Oh, no. Well, if it did, then I was silly. So that whole piece comes out. I suppose if you're installing it, you could even watch this video backwards maybe, and then you just sort of just stick it right back in. Like that. You know? Get the idea. Put her down in there. Perfect. Perch this precariously right there. Perfect. Okay, another important step. Unplug this thing before you start yanking on stuff. Well, you can really yank on wires. Sort of work on electronics for a living, and I have gotten good at yanking wires, and they still break. You'd never guess. Not sure if I can do this one-handed. Oh, there we go. Still got it. Alright, so I'll just pull this whole thing out. Maybe yank this harness off. And down in here, I got some, it's too much light. Clamp to loosen that guy right down here. Right on the end of that. Boy, that's a bright light, isn't it? Pull that guy off and finagle this thing out. I think there might even be some kind of brackety business down here on it. Maybe not. Maybe that's the factory one has that. We'll see in a minute. We'll see. Alright, so that's an 8mm down there on that worm gear clamp I showed you. I'm going to use my longest 1/4" extensions to get down there on that. This is a game changer getting these. These are not very expensive. You don't have to buy Snap-on. You know, these are Gear Wrench. I got them on Amazon. They're not super expensive. Gear Wrench is a good brand. So I'm gonna get down there and loosen that. Let's see if I can do it holding the camera too. Yep, can't see. Let's see here. Can wedge this guy some kind of special maybe. There we go. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing or not. I can, because I'm looking not through the camera, but this spin that guy. Boy, that is just horrible. Let me see what I can do here with the light. There we go. So that clamp right there is pretty hard to see, but that thing goes right onto the inlet of the turbo. And just loosen that guy up, and I think I can pull it out. We'll see. Okay, so I think the lighting's not too bad. I got this guy here, and it's of course been torqued down onto that thing for a while, but if you just sort of grab this guy and sort of wiggle it, it should just sort of break free off of there. Let's see if we can pull it. Straight back. There we go. There it's coming. Boop. And it's actually how I put it on too, was just like that. I didn't do all this put your car on jack stands stuff and all that. Get up in the air and all that. I think you can actually just sneak this thing right in there. And I got a video on that. I'll put a link in the description to it, but it's not super hard to just snaky fish this thing in there. Might have to take the coupler all the way off for it, maybe. We'll see. I don't remember how I did it. But it should just pop right out. Okay. So you do have to pull it out. It occurred to me that maybe this thing goes on here like this on the intake, and the turbo's here, turbo inlet. All right, undo this one first. Fidget this guy out. It'll snake right out through that hole. I'll show you in a second. Then pull this one, and then just make sure not to drop anything down in there. You know, like a 10mm socket or something. Or any of these. So there's this hole here. Maybe it's easier to see like that. Oh yeah. That hole's where the intake goes through, and that hard pipe fits right through. So if you just fish in the silicone coupler and get it stuffed onto the front, right? There's the intake, the inlet for the turbo right there. Right, it's hard to see, but that black one down in there. Right down in here. That guy that I'm saturating with light right there. That thing. You just put the silicone coupler on there. Don't tighten anything down, and then shove that hard pipe through there onto it. Get everything lined up, and then tighten the clamps from like way out here with super long extensions, you know, just here and there. And you'll be in business. Don't need to pick the car up. Maybe it's easier that way. I don't know, because I didn't do it that way. So that way worked for me. Now, I think I'm ready to shove all my stock stuff back in, so I'm going to go dig that out. Alright, here's the stock intake hard pipe thing, and I left it all clamped like this, so I don't have to like figure out how to get it all back together exactly perfect, you know, except for apparently this piece. But, pro tip, do make sure there's nothing in this. I've wrecked a turbo and actually a valve not leaving stuff in one of these, but just dropped something in like a hard pipe and a boost pipe or something, and hit boost and immediately, you know, bent a valve and wrecked a turbo. And it would have taken just 5 minutes to pull the boost pipe, but just like dump it. But you know, you live and you learn. Alright, so next I'm going to pull the MAF sensor out of this tube. I left it in there to keep it from getting junk on it or dropping it or getting it dirty and stuff. It's pretty well protected inside of here, so I just leave it until I'm ready to use it. But I'm going to put this in the air box. It goes here. If you're installing an intake, you'll be taking it out of here. Don't throw this thing away. Keep that stuff. You might need it. So I'm going to put this on and we'll shove it in the car, and then get everything buttoned the rest of the way up, and then in the morning I'll flash it and hopefully it'll work. So here's my MAF sensor, pulled it out. A lot of people on the forums are saying, oh, you gotta clean your MAF sensor. Dude, the thing is clean as a whistle. No way. So it seems like if you take it into two pieces like that, it's going to be way easier to put in. I'm not sure which side first, but we'll cover that in a second after I figure it out. Let's put this side on the intake tube first. Get some lead on there. It's much easier. Split it, you know. Put this side on the tube, and then put this half down in there with the air filter. Stick it together. We'll get this screw next, and then we'll put this little bracket on, and she'll be ready to rip. Found that other bracket I was looking for. It was just sitting on my bench, so I'm gonna put it on. Okay, so I got this guy in here. Got her bolted down. I was confused because I thought there was some kind of bracket that used to go here. I don't think there is. But I got the other bracket back down in there. Got that bolt there. This guy. Everything's tight, I think. So, next we'll just put this piece back on. And it'll be done. It'll need a reflash, which I'll do in the morning, but yeah, that'll be it. Alright, this guy. So everything's in. There's like this little deal here, goes in that hole. And just slide her in. Slides in real nice. As all the factory stuff usually goes together pretty nice. And then line these holes up. Your pop clips jammed in there and you're good to go. Let's pop these guys in. Gotta get your gloves stuck in there. That's part of it. It's all part of the deal, you know? You gotta do it. If your gloves aren't torn all to pieces when you're done, did you even do anything at all? There we go. We'll inspect-a-roo here, make sure everything is good. It's plugged in, clamps are tight, everything I think is in order here. So, all right, cool. Well, we'll reconvene when it's time to flash it, and then hopefully she runs good. All right. So I flashed it this morning, and it works perfect now. So I don't know what exactly is wrong with the intake I had. Like I said, it might be just the air filter is super nasty and plugged. It's like messing with the way the air flows through the tube and stuff, so it can't calculate mass flow properly. But like I said, I got another one coming, so we'll maybe stick it back on and, you know, put the new one on and see if it works perfect again after that. But anyway, yeah, that worked perfect. I've been trying to figure out this for months. Haven't been able to get it to run right, and then I just put the factory stuff back on, and what do you know, it works perfect. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching this one. If you did, like and subscribe and all the stuff, and I'll keep trying to make them.